With the way things are these days, everybody's looking to save a buck or two, especially when starting out a business, and we get it. So one of the common ways that people save is they're gonna buy a discount heat press. Now, we wanted to see if that was actually worth it. So we went on Amazon, found the absolute cheapest mug press we could possibly find, and it just came in. So I'm gonna inspect it. I'm gonna give you my honest thoughts. This one came in at just a little bit over $80, which at the time of this video is about half the price of our most affordable mug press, which is the Empress mug press. So I'm gonna open this up and let's see what we get. Okay, so I got my trusty knife right here, and let's do this. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna put that down there. Actually, put that in my pocket so I don't forget it. Okay, so what do we got here? We have some instructions. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later. And okay, so it comes with an extra, what looks like extra heating element for the tapered latte mugs. Okay, not bad. I'm gonna pull this out. Let's get to the good part, right? Okay, I see it here. Let me find a good place. I'm gonna tear open the bag because I need to find a place to grab it so I can pull it out. There we go. Okay, the box is empty, so we're gonna get that out of the way. And I don't believe I need this styrofoam here. Okay, there's nothing else over there. All right, so here it is. I'm kind of excited in a weird way. Okay, so let's get this out of here. This is our Amazon mug press. And I see something already, hold on. Okay, so you have your standard, you have your cable, you have your control panel. I see something I already don't like. Is that what okay. I wish, I couldn't have planned this. I didn't plan this. This is interesting. Is this what yeah, so that's funny. Okay, guys, I promise you, we didn't rig this. I don't have a stack of Amazon presses in the warehouse, and we didn't just pick the worst one, but that's not supposed to happen. Okay, I'll show you this one for comparison. I'm glad they actually sent me an extra one. So the heating element on a mug press, there's a few things I really don't like about this already. And so you see how the rubber is attached to the aluminum casing? It's supposed to be. So this one's made right. This one, on the other hand, it just came out. That is completely unsafe. I would not use this. Another thing I don't like is you do have some exposed wiring right here, which I suppose is not the end of the world. Ours, there's a little bit of heat shrink to protect that on our mug press. You can see this one here too. Now the wiring is insulated, so you're not gonna like electrocute yourself. But to me, this is really a sign of like poor craftsmanship. I mean, like it takes an extra 2 cents to cover it with some heat shrink to protect it from being exposed. So I'm not a big fan of that at all. Honestly, like I was gonna make a mug, but because this is separated, that it's kind of dangerous, I really don't want to use that. So I'm gonna pretend to ignore that for a second. Everything else looks pretty basic. That works. Probably could use a little bit of lube, industrial lubricant on there. This is adjustable, right? Yeah. You can adjust that. We got to get these little styrofoam out of here. The control panel. I'm going to plug this in right now. Well, see, that's the thing. I'm kind of afraid to plug it in right now just because this is separated. I don't. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch them. Okay. And okay, I've already found another thing that I don't like about this. So on the Empress mug press, on the top, there are these thumb screws that make switching out the elements really easy. For whatever reason, the cable here is screwed down. And then the heating element is also screwed in place. Which, actually, now that I think about it, yeah. So the heating element is screwed. So hold on, I'm going to have to go get a Phillips head screwdriver. All right, so I was finally able to switch out the heating element on this machine. It took a little bit of work. Of course, I had to get rid of this garbage one that it came with. It did come with an additional tapered attachment, so I swapped that in. And it took some work. Honestly, I'm like this much upset right now. And if you know me, I'm too nice, so I'm actually like this much upset. So I had to get my Phillips head screwdriver. There were 8 points that I had to adjust, which is not fun. And then this is like multiple pieces here. So like the first one surprised me, it just popped off. And that was pretty crazy. I did not like that. And then finally I had to reattach it back in, having multiple pieces to hold in place and screw in at the same time. It was just a hassle. I finally got it plugged in though, and here we are. Okay, it powers on. Oh, and you know what else? There's no sensor for the timer. I don't know what that means. Heating up. Okay, so it's heating up. Oh, you know what? Let me check the instructions. We have a whole single sheet of instructions. And if I hit enter, it'll start to count down. So it's a manual timer. And it's not the end of the world. I don't like a manual timer on our mug press. When you close it, there's a sensor, and that'll trigger the timer, and then it'll beep in 0. When you open it back up, the sensor gets re-triggered, and it'll stop the timer. I love that. I didn't even realize that was an option. So that's manual timer. It has that smell. I know you guys know that smell, and I'm not going to actually touch it. It is heating up. How accurate is that temperature? I don't know, but I don't like it, so I'm going to turn it off. These instructions were... And this, I mean, no offense, but when you get a machine, you do want it to have clear instructions. These are all right. You know, I don't want to make any rude comments, but these are not quality instructions. Okay, so I actually did want to test it, but I don't have any tapered mugs on me right now. And I was planning to test it with the ceramic mug, but this is trash. I don't even want to risk setting this place on fire for an $80 mug press, okay? My overall impressions are that the frame is okay, which, again, it's important. The actual heating element, it's garbage. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm spoiled. I hate it. Switching out the heating elements, I hate it. It's gonna get an F for me on both of those. This was, I have experience with mug presses, so I figured it out, you know, in like a minute or two. This is not terrible. It's very simple. I get it. So it gets a pass. It gets a pass from me on the electronics. It heats up. I didn't test it, so I can't tell you how well it heats, how evenly it heats. Maybe on another video. So it'll get a pass from me on does it heat up. But overall, if I had to grade this, compared to our mug press, I'm going to give this like a solid D-, and that's being very nice. I should give it an F just for this. Honestly, I really should give it an F. But I'm a nice guy. I hate how nice I am sometimes. The instructions are, I suppose this is like C- territory as far as instructions are concerned. The packaging, it was packaged. Well, I guess on packaging, I'll give them a B+. It's not terrible. But now, here's where we get to the interesting part. Support. Okay, so again, this is an Amazon heat press. There's no nice way to put it. There's zero support. If you have a question about the sale, about your purchase, like you didn't get it, it shipped late, or you want to return it, yes, you can reach the seller for that. But if you have a question about how to operate it, how to use it, I'm a pro. I know how to change a heating element, and I was able to figure that out pretty quick. If you're new to this and you don't know how that really works, you don't know how to plug it in or anything like that, you are out of luck, my friend. You are not going to get any answers from the seller. You want to know why? The seller, so I'm not sure if you're familiar with drop shipping. There's some people, they'll order pallets of stuff from overseas, and they'll just resell it on Amazon or eBay. So this seller, not only do they sell heat presses, they sell like a bunch of completely random stuff. I think I saw like an outdoor furnace on there, like some barbecue stuff. I want to say I saw like some medical gloves or something in that realm. So they're just selling a bunch of random stuff. They have no idea how any of this works. It's just it's just a number for them. It's just, hey, they're gonna buy a bunch and sell a bunch, and if they have to refund a certain percentage, they're okay with that. They honestly do not care about you and your business. So as far as support, they're gonna get an F- from me. There's no support. If it breaks down within 30 days, you're lucky because Amazon will cover the return and get you a refund. If something happens to this press after 30 days, you are just completely out of luck. There's no recourse for you. I'm sorry, you are stuck with a brick, an ugly brick of a machine. All right, now let me tell you something about our support. At Heat Press Nation, all of our heat presses come with a 1-year warranty that covers parts and labor, and we back it up with free lifetime technical support. So even if you go past that 1 year, you could still give us a call if you need a replacement part. Talk to one of our technicians. My friends are right here. They're ready to talk to you and get you anything you need. We can get you that part. If you're within the 1 year, it's covered under warranty. We'll send it out to you for free. And if you're out of the 1 year, it's a very, very reasonable cost. Either way, your business is covered. So yeah, so for support, for help from the seller, it gets a big F- from me. It's ridiculous, to be honest. So my overall thoughts on this machine, had it worked, it's still going to be a gamble. And I know that there are some of you who have had Amazon presses and they work great. That's fine. I totally understand that. This one, I don't know if we got lucky or unlucky, but we just got a junker of a machine. And that's really the nature of these discount heat presses, is that it's a gamble. And here's the question that you want to be asking yourself, especially if you're starting out with a new business. The question, because sometimes when you're looking for a discount, you're like, well, what if my business doesn't work? I'm just going to get a cheap press. So if it doesn't work, oh well, right? That's the wrong question. The question you should be asking yourself is, well, what if my business succeeds? What if I take a job and they do great and I get more jobs and my business starts to grow? Do you want your whole business hanging on this? Because if this breaks down in the middle of an order and you have a time-sensitive order that's due by Friday and it's already Wednesday, and this thing breaks down, who are you going to call for support? Are they going to send you a replacement part? No, they're not. And I cannot imagine having my whole business hanging on something like this. So yes, you can save a few bucks by getting this. You might get lucky. It's a gamble. If you like going to Vegas and you put all your money on red or you put all your money on black, hey, this might be the heat press for you. But if you want to start a business that's solid and you want to put out quality products and you want to be a reliable source for other businesses and people and customers in your community, I'm sorry, there's no way I would ever have this in my shop. So overall grade for this one, I'm going to be completely honest, even if it had worked, at best, I'd probably be giving it somewhere around a C, possibly C minus. But you know what? That's just my opinion. We'd love to hear what you guys are thinking. So sound off in the comments below if you have had good experiences with Amazon presses. I'm actually curious. I really do want to hear it. Now, if you see this and you were already on the fence about getting an Amazon press, trust me, I know a great place to find quality heat presses and equipment, and that's at heatpressnation.com. So the links are in the description below. You can find our M-Press mug press, which is our entry-level mug press. It's backed by a 1-year warranty, which can be extended, and it's also backed by free lifetime technical support. So none of this 30 days nonsense. If you have this press, if you have our press, I should say not this press, if you have our press for 5 years, 10 years, give us a call. We'll be happy to help troubleshoot any issues. If you need a replacement part, give us a call. We can get you taken care of. That's going to do it. Those are my thoughts on the Amazon mug press. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.